What's up, everyone? Kyle B, you know me. Today we're talking all about lighting. Roll that intro.
Get down and we fuck shit up.
Alright, lighting is actually where I got my start in smart home. And it is exactly why I'm completely passionate about everything in here. Because when I started off with my three initial Hue lights, Gen 1, color, turn them on and off, do it from your phone, motion, all that fun stuff, it literally changed my way of life. It created this sense of feeling inside my house, my apartment at the time, that really set home with me. Basically what it was is you could set a color, whether it was white lighting, like you want white lighting for shooting video so that it doesn't have bad quality, and then if you wanted to like read or relax or something like that, you put on the amber light, which is what most of your probably household lights are right now. I didn't actually realize the difference that color made to your personality and your production level and all that fun stuff. Like, I didn't realize all this stuff before I had it. But a lot of places have amber lighting, and amber lighting is good for relaxing and reading and writing and all that fun stuff. But it's not necessarily something that's going to wake you up and makes you energized and make sure that you actually like want to do work. Because let's be honest, who really wants to clean the living room? I mean, you got to do it, but with the proper lighting, it makes it just a little bit easier to tell yourself, all right, just do it. You can wash your dishes, you can do all your chores with that, and then when you're sitting down ready to relax, just throw on the amber lighting, and or even throw on some colors. I love the purple lights, I love the blue lights, and there's like this certain feeling that comes over you when the red lights are on. That's my favorite. But there's a lot of studies going on that color lighting really helps out with mood and how you perceive everything. So I really enjoy it, and I think you guys should at least take a peek at it. Let's talk about pricing though, because everybody wants to know, how expensive is this going to be, Kyle? Because with all this stuff you got here, it really does add up pretty quickly. So standard white bulbs, if you buy Hue brand are $15 a piece for the white, and it's amber only. If you want the ambiance and so basically white and yellow lights, those ones are about $35 to $40 a piece. And if you want the color, they are $60 a piece. You can buy kits that make them a little bit cheaper. So you get like 4 at a time, and then boom, it makes it a little bit cheaper. So that's a nice way to go. And then if you went to the other brand, which would be Lifx, there are multiple out there, but these are just the two that I own. Lifx is a little bit more expensive, but they perform a little bit better as well. I love my Hue lights, but at the same rate, my Lifx bulbs actually perform better. So I'm going to be switching, like how I said, I'm switching out from Alexa and switching everything to Google. I'm probably going to be weaning off my Hue lights and then getting into the Lifx bulbs more. The Lifx bulbs are a little bit more. The white bulbs are about $35 to $40 a piece. And then they do have a color bulb. The color bulb is going to run you about $60, $70 depending on which one. And then they do have an infrared one too, which is really cool. I don't have that one yet, but that one is on my list. Basically what the infrared one does is it produces light that cameras pick up for security cameras. So if somebody breaks in, your camera's going to be able to pick them up very clearly, and without actually light emitting, it's producing this wave. So that sounds really cool to me, and we'll be getting one of those shortly, eventually. So where do you want to put your smart lighting? Everywhere, really. It's really nice that when you go in somewhere, your house reacts to you. Like there's no longer a period in time where you should have to do anything that doesn't require manual labor inside your house. Like your house should follow you around at this point in the game. So when you walk into different rooms, it detects where you're at and it detects which lights to turn on and off. If you're watching TV out in the living room, it will go back and change it in your bedroom when it's time for bed. You know, I haven't done that one yet, but I'm like really interested in it. But the lighting wherever you go in your house. So like I said, when I walk up my front door, the light turns on. When I come through the door, the other light turns on. When I walk into my bathroom, my lights turn on. When I walk into my bedroom, the lights just turn on. It's like no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, your house should follow your flow, because realistically, it just eliminates the thought process of, oh, did I leave that light on? Or even the fact that you leave it on too long. Like you don't have to worry about, did you leave the light on so you can find your keys to get in the front door when you get home when it's dark? Or you don't even have to worry about if you do leave the lights on, the bugs aren't going to be at your front door when you come home. So it turns on, boom, you can see it and get in. Alright, and a couple of back and forth points between the two different bulbs that I actually own and know a lot about. The Lifx bulbs are basically on their own. They don't need any hub, they don't need anything, they just attach to your Wi-Fi and that's it. The Philips bulbs, they actually require a hub. So there's in my third bedroom, there's all my hubs all linked up together. So you know, it's not a huge deal, but it's just one less thing that you have to have running all the time with the Lifx bulbs. Now you can connect, I believe, up to 50 bulbs onto each hub for Hue. So essentially that's a fairly large size house, or just a lot of light fixtures in each house. So you should be able to get away with just one, depending on, you know, how crazy you get with your house. But another cool thing about the Lifx bulbs over the Hue bulbs is the Hue bulbs run at 840 lumen, which lumen is how bright or dim something is. So Philips bulbs run at 840, the Lifx bulbs run at 1100. So it's literally so much brighter. The colors are so much more vibrant, and I think it's worth the extra $10. So Philips actually does have a couple of apps that work with it pretty well to do, you know, like the dance party with the music. I don't really ever use that one though, because it's always behind, you know, like, so like if you think about it, for the dance party to work with a particular music, somebody has to actually sit there and mess with the lights as the song's going on, or it has to read through your microphone, and then basically from the music coming out to go into your phone to go into the bridge to go out to the lights, is the delay just, it doesn't work for me. So unless there's some new ones out, I haven't done that one in about a year and a half. But like the Lifx ones have built-in effects that you can do with it. So like this right now, this tile is it's running on random. So essentially it's just changing colors at a random pace at every 3.2 seconds, I believe it is. So, but like that's another thing too, is like you can use your lights as notification tools. So if you don't get a lot of Facebook mail and you get a notification or a Facebook message, you could have that turn blue. You could have it turn green every time you get mail. You could have them flash blue when it's raining outside, so that you know you gotta wear a jacket when you go outside, or flash white when it's snowing, so you got a shovel. There's a million different applications for the lights and how you can use them to improve what you're going to do with your life. Not only is it going to follow you, it's going to tell you what to do, and then on top of that, it just increases your overall mood and it creates happiness inside of you knowing that all your lights can turn off at once when you're laying in bed. Just yell out, "Hey Google, turn off all my lights," and your whole house just, oof. It's really magical when you see it for the first time, and pretty much every time after that too, because I still smile every time they just all turn off at once. Let's not forget about all the other different types of lights as well though. So not only do you have bulb lights, but you could also get the floodlights. So you could, if your basement, or I mean they do have outdoor lighting. Hey, stop by now. They do have outdoor smart lighting, so you can do that. Hue makes candelabras, which are those things that you put on your driveway, so that it creates a path when you walk down, which you can do color and all that fun stuff too. So that's really good around like holidays and stuff like that. You could show your festivities with smart lighting out front. Other than the floodlights and the standard lighting, we got these tiles here. The tiles are amazing for notifications. They can let you know when your laundry's done, when your dishwasher's done. They can tell your kids when it's time for dinner, when your kids it's time for homework, if you got to take out the trash. Like if you wanted to, these two bottom ones here could be green, and that's code name for your kids to take trash out. Or if these top ones are blue, that means that it's time that dinner's done essentially. And you could really have it set however you want. Like, it's your plate. You do whatever you want with it. They also do have these things called Lifx Beams, which I'm gonna probably get into shortly. Essentially, it's like a beam of light, and they're really good for like accenting pictures, and you can put it like behind your TV so that it outlines your TV. They're pretty cool. I definitely saw more use in this though. On top of that, we got light strips too. Light strips are one of the coolest and most fun things that I think anyone can really get for themselves. I used to have one underneath my bed. Thank you, Mr. Roscoe. Insert dog pic here. He actually ate the one underneath my bed, so I have to get a new one of those. Thank you for making me spend more money. But those are really cool to set off a glow underneath of your bed. And it also serves as a nightlight too, so like if you get up in the middle of the night, you don't have to worry about tripping over anything. Now, it doesn't have to be harsh and blinding. Like, you can set it to a really low glow so that it just illuminates a certain presence inside the room. And then on top of that, you can put it pretty much anywhere. So I got one behind my TV, so it illuminates a glow on my TV when I'm watching it. And that one's probably one of my favorites. That one's really cool. You could throw underneath your cabinets in your kitchen so that, you know, after midnight you don't have to worry about putting the overhead light on. You could just put it on the underneath there so that it only lights up a little bit and you have to blind yourself getting a snack in the middle of the night. You could also put it on the running boards in your hallway, so if, again, you could do it like movie theaters, like, you know how they got it walking down the thing. You could do that in your hallway going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. There's unlimited applications. It's really only up to your imagination to where you're not limited by any means with any of the smart home technology. And I just am so passionate. I want everybody to know about it. So stick with us on this journey. We're going to talk about some more stuff in a couple other videos. I think next video I'm going to do is sensors, because they relate really well with the lights. So let's learn all about these sensors, and if you guys want or need anything else from me, comment down below. I see if I can help you out. Lighting is one of the biggest things that you can do inside your house, and probably one of the most fun ones too. So let's start smart, stay smart. I'm Kyle B. You know me. Peace.